Welcome back, BreyerFest fans. Of course, this year's theme is Horse of a Different Color, and we have all kinds of horses here in all kinds of different colors. And I'm joined now by Jamie Podkoleski, who is the Senior Events Manager for Breyer. Jamie, we have all our rowdy friends over tonight, right?
We certainly do. We've got the whole bunch.
And everybody at home wants to see all these. I'm sure they're really jealous right now because they would like to have all of these on their shelves, but they can at least get part of them. So let's tell everybody what's happening this year.
Sure thing. So we have some models that are included with everybody's ticket. So our first model here is our celebration horse. This is Danny, Danache's Northern Tempest. She's a beautiful Appaloosa Frisian cross. We've had a chance to catch up with Danny all through the event. Her color is just fantastic.
They say a leopard never changes their spots, and neither does Danny. She's a leopard Appaloosa, right?
It's true. She's a wonderful horse. Danny the Wonder Horse. We've loved looking at her over the last couple of months. And down here we have our small stablemates. These are the event stablemates. Here we have Rococo, done in a beautiful pearl and rose gold.
Those colors are amazing.
Yeah. Our collector fans will recognize this as the Smart Chicolina mold. That's been made into a stablemate scale. And here we have Nouveau on the stablemate-sized Fighting Stallion. So it's really cool.
And these are just smaller versions of full-size molds, correct?
In these cases, yeah. We have, we've been able, the last couple of years, actually the last year or so, we've been able to scale down some of our traditional models into stablemates. And we've been able to release them in stablemate scale, which has been really fun. And here we have our little purple dun Fjord. This is Avant-Garde.
Purple's awesome. I love it.
He's really popular. Those little 4 white socks. We love him. He's just so delicate to pick up. Ooh.
That's why you're doing that, not me.
And not to be outdone, this is Dada. And all of our stablemates this year were named after art movements to be appropriate with the theme.
That's great.
So, and they come in really fun bags.
So tell us again how people get Danny or the stablemates.
Sure. So our all access and our VIP ticket holders will be receiving Danny as part of their ticket. And our general admission ticket holders will receive the stablemates. And if you purchase the 4-pack, you get all the 4-pack of the stablemates. You'll get all 4 of those stablemates down here. And they each come in these fun little bags. So this is Dada's bag, which I just wanted to show quick, which I think is really fun.
They're all great.
They're super smooth and silky. And we've got the others here.
Those are great. So the bag is cute as well as the model, right?
Helps when you travel off to your show. You can pack them up in their own little bags, and they're all labeled for you as well. So we've got Nouveau and Avant-Garde. They come in fun little bags inspired by their art movements.
Let's talk about special runs.
Sure.
First, when people find their special runs, how do they find? I know they've selected them via email on their preferences. So now tell us what happens and how you actually get the special runs.
Sure. When you log into BreyerFest, you'll see on the main home screen, there's a big banner that says click here to buy your special runs. Click on that banner. You'll see all the special runs that have been assigned to you for your account. So if you have 2 tickets, you'll see 4 special runs in that on that page. If you have 1 ticket, you'll see 2 models there. And they're all based on your preference forms. So you told us the order in which you would love to receive them in a perfect world, and we've gone ahead and assigned 2 models per ticket to your account. So they'll be right there on the page. Click on the ones you want to buy, add them to your cart, and complete your checkout at some point over the weekend. There's no rush. They're in your account until 4 p.m. on Sunday.
But they have to click and then move them into their cart, correct?
They're not automatically in your cart. You have to move them into your cart and get them through the checkout process.
All right, well, let's talk about the special runs. I mean, sometimes you will get your first and second choice, depending upon who it is, and sometimes it'll be 2 and 3 or 1 and 3, so either way, they're all spectacular.
You can't go wrong with any of them. They're really just a spectacular bunch. So one of the most popular lots every time is our 7 Art Surprise. So we cannot reveal anything about our 7 Art Surprise. We do have the logo here that everyone is familiar with. So there are several models included in the surprise lot, and you'll get 1 randomly shipped with your account.
There has been a lot of speculation online about what the surprise is, and I don't know. She won't tell me. She would not tell me last year either, so I can't help you. Sorry.
Closest guarded secret. This is a huge favorite of the community. This is Pollock, and of course inspired by Jackson Pollock's beautiful splatter paintwork. So
He's Mr.
just-
Popularity right now, right?
The Decorator is always one of our lower runs. He's actually a run of 1600, and he's really spectacular with his little spots and good shot there.
So that's very special, only 1,600. So if you get him, you will be the envy of all the collectors.
And always
Not a horse.
not a horse. For BuyerFest, we always have a non-horse mole or option as part of the run. So this is Knossos, inspired by the paintings, the Leaping Bull frescoes at the Palace of Knossos in Crete. It's a beautiful painting if you have a chance to look at it.
He's really, like, I had no idea when I saw him online how really massive he is.
He's very large compared to the equine horse, to the equine molds, and he's got really beautiful brindling all through his color.
Very
there.
powerful.
He's very pretty.
Who's next?
We have Uffington. Uffington is fun because he kind of went along with last year's theme as well as this year's theme, but he's inspired by the Uffington white horse in Oxfordshire, England.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Does he have blue eyes?
he does have blue eyes.
Oh, I love him.
And he is a run of 1,800 pieces.
And next, I love the mane and the tail and the forelock.
This is a newer mold. This is Seurat, inspired by the French artist Georges Seurat, who used pointillism for his paintings, which is little teeny tiny dots to paint a photo. So to paint a painting, and he is named Seurat because he has beautiful, beautiful dappling.
Yes, his dappling. I was just going to remark on his dappling, how lovely the shades are.
Yeah, we love this one. And this one is Ansel on our new Troubadour mold. And this is obviously inspired by Ansel Adams, the wonderful nature and photographer.
And really, horse of a different color. It's very, I mean, obviously many colors, but the artwork is the inspiration for a lot of things, including our contests and others.
Yeah, yeah. This is Tassili. Tassili was also inspired by cave paintings in Nigeria.
He's glossy.
Algeria. Yeah. He's on our Marwari with really pretty copper undertones there. And this is Gran Cavallo. Gran Cavallo was named for Leonardo da Vinci's never actually produced sculpture of a large horse that was never actually produced. So he's beautiful there on
And
the Morgan.
last but not least,
Peshmerl, another cave paintings inspired horse. Limited quantity of 1,900 pieces on our John Henry.
those markings are beautiful.
We love him.
And down on my end of the world, we have the limited editions. Where would you like to start?
Oh my goodness. Let's start at the end there. So Reverence down here on the end. So this group down here is part of our limited editions. So these are open to all ticket holders. So if you're a ticket holder to BuyerFest, you have the option to purchase anything on this end of the table. So there's Reverence, who's one of our guest horses, and you guys have had a chance to hear his story throughout the broadcast. He's really fun, Pinto Arab.
He is very unusual in the Arabian world with this coloring. So he is an Overo, which most of the paints are Tobiano. So he's unusual in both ways.
Yeah, you don't see
And
many Pintos
I
in the
see
Arab
him
world.
shiny as well.
So as a special surprise for BuyerFest fans, we've actually released glossy versions of each of our 3 traditional limited editions. So the 3 glossies are available as pre-order. So if you missed out on Reverence's matte run, you can pre-order a glossy version, and you can also order one of the matte versions for December delivery, and the glossies are all December delivery as well.
He's very cute, and he's very cute in person.
Next to Reverence, we have our brindle mare that is Queen of Hearts. She's somebody you take a second look at. So if you show the other side, you can see she's perfectly bay on one side, and then she comes around the corner, going over her little jump, and there she goes, and she's brindle on the other side. She's a little showstopper.
It was great to see her in person because when she was let out, she came on this side, and I was like, oh, and then she turned her around, and I was like, wow, that's so cool.
She certainly makes you take another look.
And she's also in glossy.
Her glossy model came out amazing. So again, the glossy model is available for pre-sale with December delivery.
It's really stunning. And she's so full of personality. She does like the spa. She loves to get, I don't know if it's a pedicure or a manicure. It's a hoofacure, I guess. She loves to have her hooves attended to. Who would you like to go to next?
Apollo del Solis.
Oh, I'm going to take his matte first.
So again, in matte and glossy, he's our wonderful double pearl, super rare color and illusion. He was a joy to work with to get his color just spot on. We love working with Apollo and Suzanne Summers.
And of course, I got to visit with him
Your hair
in person.
twin.
We are hair twins. I was like, oh, can I just take his mane into the salon with me?
think we would all
Because he
like
was
that.
spectacular. And I will tell you, even when he wasn't in the sun, he was iridescent. He was so, his coloring in person was beautiful. And he was absolutely such a sweetheart. And I did kiss him. So, I got a
We won't
picture
that.
of that. I know he was such he was like a snuggly horse. He just wanted to be next to people. He was really amazing, and his model is gorgeous.
We had a hard time picking photos for which ones to use because there's so many great photos of that horse. So down here in front here, we have, not to be outdone, is by Pollock, is our teeny tiny stablemate. That is Kaleidoscope. And Kaleidoscope is just lovely. A rainbow splatter pattern, pearly mane and tail, just knocks your socks off. Super cute.
Small packaging, but a lot of impact in there.
Yeah.
Lots of colors and lots of details.
Yeah,
Really
we love it.
amazing.
Every time I look at it, I see a different color. And this here is our crystal.
I'm not allowed to touch that.
You've been warned. On the Sherman Morgan, inspired by the Sherman Morgan.
And there's always a crystal every year.
We've been doing
right?
crystals the last couple of years, yeah, and there's some folks that have all of them. We've seen some wonderful collections of crystals, and the Sherman Morgan definitely will be a wonderful addition. They're about 5 inches. They're a little bit bigger than a stablemate, but not quite Freedom scale. And down right there in front of you, Kimber, we have Favriel, who's awesome. We
Yes,
love that
wow.
horse. On our Freedom Series scale, really cool gold metallic markings throughout and a little bit of a rainbow finish underneath.
Really?
Glossy,
Yes, he's
really spectacular.
absolutely beautiful. Wow.
We love that
Those
one.
colors are amazing. Your artist did like such a
They had
spectacular
such a fun year.
job.
Yeah.
I guess it's gives you the creativity to do so many things that you wouldn't normally do. Not that all horses aren't beautiful in their own
Yeah.
way, but clearly this is not a horse that exists in
Yeah.
nature, so
Yeah.
it gave them a lot of freedom.
Right. The theme gave us such an opportunity to do patterns and colors that we would probably not do for other themes and other opportunities throughout the line. So this gave us a lot of fun opportunities here. This is our
Yes.
Best of Briarfest set. We started this last year, or actually 2 years ago, and this is series number 2. They're actually inspired by traditional models, and on the back you can see what each stablemate correlates to their traditional scale. So there's one that's Loxley inspired by Nottingham, our volunteer model, Thumbelina inspired by Tom Thumb, so on. It's a really great set. It's the second in the series that we've done in this size, or in this collection of 5, and we're really happy and excited to keep doing this throughout the years.
These are, I'm sure, very popular. Like all of these, I'm sure, are popular. And then we have my friend.
That's Pal's Palette. So Pal's Palette, the Pal's Palette, Favriel, and the Crystal are the only 3 that are not available to order for December delivery. Though when their quantities are sold out, they are sold out. So Pal is one of our more limited options in the limited edition series. He's a really fun Appaloosa with little paint splatters on his little tush. Really fun. A little paint palette on his hand and on his front leg, and a number on his hoof, so you can see what his numbering is. 1 through 2,500.
And last year, I kidnapped the plushie, who was Mackenzie, and he had a cute little hat and a scarf, and he has been my co-pilot in my car on my dash literally since the day I drove out of here last year. So I don't know, he might be joined by a friend. I'm just saying that he might like to have a stablemate of his own. So no, he's really cute. So that's Pal's Palette. And again, these are all the limited editions.
Correct.
And tell us which ones we can order for December delivery again.
Yes. So Apollo in both matte and gloss, Queen of Hearts in both matte and gloss, Reverence in both matte and gloss, Favriel, and the Best of Briarfest are all available in their in-stock quantities as well as December delivery.
All right. Well, this is everything. This is everything and everybody that are part of Briarfest 2021, Horse of a Different Color. Jamie, thank you so much for taking us through it all, and we hope you at home get everything on your wish list. We'll be right back.